Like, I'm about to pay for my gas, and you come up to me like, oh, like, let me try to talk to you, like,
No, for real. Our dads legit made us like this. Because one thing Daddy always said was, do not let these men waste your time. And by wasting your time, don't let him watch you struggle while getting something out of you. I still remember this one time where we went on a trip. Me, my mom, my dad, my auntie, and my uncle, who are all over 70 years old at this point. My dad, who was like 82 at the time, refused to fly and insisted that we all drive. So we stopped halfway and stayed in a hotel for the night. Well, because they were up in age and I was the youngest one on the trip, obviously at like 35 years old, it was my job, well, not my job, but I took it upon myself to not watch them struggle with all the baggage. So I was the one who was loading up the truck and unloading the truck and taking the baggage and loading it on the carts and then dragging it to the room by myself. And that's perfectly fine. That was the whole reason why I was on the trip in the first place, to make sure that they didn't have to struggle and that they made it safely. Well, while I was dragging a raggedy cart that was leaning to one side, full of all of their luggage, from the room back to the truck the next morning, because we were checking out and going on our second leg of the trip, there was this big group of guys, and they were standing outside, and they watched me literally struggle to carry all those bags to the car. They watched me drag the cart, they watched me struggle to get it out the front door, and they watched me unload the cart and put everything, all the bags, in the back of my dad's Escalade. The whole time, Dad is arguing because he doesn't want me to do all this by myself, but you know, he's 82 at the time. We lost him later that year. So I wanted to make sure that he didn't get hurt. Well, don't you know, after I got everything loaded and I got the cart back to its original position, one of the guys from that big group that sat there and watched me drag all that baggage and that cart out of that hotel and load it up into the car by myself decided he was going to approach to try to talk to me and ask me for my phone number. Well, I immediately turned to my dad and asked him, did he have his protection that day? Because the disrespect that was about to fly out of my mouth for them sitting there watching us struggle and then having the nerve, the audacity to disturb me or want my time afterwards was absolutely insane. And to make it worse, they were trying to holler at me in front of my 82-year-old father. My father taught me, do not ever be with a man who is comfortable standing there and watching you struggle. And that starts from day one.